Hey, what's up, guys? Formal Guy 1 here, and welcome to the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, the NFRL, and today we have a lot of stuff to get to. We're going to start today with the first of two Oshkosh Series races, and again, this is the series that I mentioned is probably the most entertaining because the most horsepower, the hardest car to drive, in a lot of people's opinions, but again, the Rampage Camaro, which I think there's at least a car or two out on track practicing right now, if we can find one or two. Well, there's one sitting in the grass, so I guess we'll do him if he's still out there. Never mind, he fixed. Alright, anyways. 850 horsepower, classic Camaros, and we're doing two races today because we had to delay the opening race 2 different times. But that is all good now. We're going to make up for that today. So the Daytona 250 is the season opener, and that's going to be worth a lot of points for these drivers. And after that, we're going to the Daytona road course, so we're literally going to stay here. We're going to try to simulate time appropriately, so it's going to start out in the day. We should transition to about sunset in that department, and then closer to the evening we'll start the road course race. Yeah, these guys are getting ready to go here, and there on the right side you can see the starting lineup. Beast, he's not raced with us since the Season 1 championship, I want to say, for Oshkosh, so yeah, he's hitting the track for the first time in quite some time. Van Gogh, he's talked about this car being one of his least favorite, but he's still showing up today, so that's cool. Down East is not sure how much he's going to race this series. He's going to let today determine how much he races. And yeah, you got the defending series champion, Swan, in that 5 car. He literally won the Season 2 championship right here at this track. Now he's coming back to see if he can win the first race to this season as the champion. We got Clone driving that classic Earnhardt 3 car, which is actually the same livery that Earnhardt won the 500 in the Cup Series in real life. Got Frank in that Jimmy Johnson style 48 Lowe's car. Pudge is driving the number 2 Milo's car. I'm going to fix this display here. Turn that off. Back behind him we got Beast driving that number 6 Cornwell Tools car. Back behind him is Down East in the 16. Then we got Van Gogh in the 42. Yeah, these guys are going to do a pace lap, then they're going to do a form up, and then come to the green flag. And again, Oshkosh is unique in a lot of different ways because this series only does 2 stages per race. It has a very unique point system. It's not like any other point system in any NASCAR sanctioned series. And yeah, should be a fun season. And again, I'm trying to go live as much as I possibly can because my goal is to have the entire season of FES, Cup, and Oshkosh available to watch on demand after this season. So yeah, if I can pull that off, it'll certainly make me happy. And don't forget, coming soon, I'm going to put all of these races in a mega playlist. So I plan on making a playlist for each series, so you can pick the series you want to watch, then pick the season and all that. But then I'm going to have a random playlist that just has a bunch of live races on it. So if you're in the mood to watch the NFRL live, but you don't know which series you want to watch, just throw that playlist on. You can cycle through a bunch of random races and then pick a series that you like. Alright, these guys are forming up. Yeah, I'm on a great start tonight. But Swan and Clone on the front row. Then you got Frank and Pudge in the second row. Got Beast and Down East in row 3, and then Van Gogh in the back. Here we go. This is the opener for the Oshkosh Series for the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. Coming down to the restart zone, and here we go. Green flag is out. And once again, I mentioned 850 horsepower. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of hecticness going on here. Yeah, Pudge and Clone got a great restart there and is going to go to the lead. Coming out of turn 2, Clone's going to hold the lead. Pudge is staying with them, and then Swan's back in third. Down East, I believe. Yeah, Down East got shifted to the outside. He's going to fall all the way back to 6th place. Now this race, some of these guys actually didn't qualify. His 48 car got really loose by the apron there. Pudge is under the apron. He's really loose, and he saved it. What a save by that 2 car. That looks like Beast tried to go to the outside. He's going to try to make that pass work. Wow, he will. Beast to 3rd place around Swan. And right now, these cars are just about getting full speed. Big push coming from Beast to the 2 car. Pudge is going to try to go to the lead. He's going to try to get around Clone. He will block him. And no, Beast is going to push Pudge all the way out front, just about. Clone has no helpers on the inside. Door to door for the lead. Pudge is trying to get around him. Pudge is getting really loose. Swan just got flown back a little bit there. And Pudge is still not able to clear that 3 car. Clone is really looking fast. And again, oh God, I thought Beast was going to turn Pudge right there. A little bit of a late hit. Beast is going to go to the outside, and Swan's going to get back around him. Oh, look out, Beast. Look out, Beast. What a save. He hasn't spun. Oh my God. And this is happening up here too. Swan's trying to get around the 2 car. Too wide. Oh my God. So Pudge and Beast are on the same team. They're on RFK. And both of them have nearly died so far this race. And we're only on lap 4. Die! There goes Frank. Make that 3 RFK cars. All of them should have crashed so far, but they're all fine. Clone is out in the lead, and then you got cars 2x2 back here. And then you got Down East and Van Gogh, who have just fallen way out of the pack. Ooh, these cars are a little bit unstable to hold the outside, but man, actually, they're making the outside work. Beast up to 2nd, Swan up to 3rd. Beast is going to go for the lead around the 3 car. The only problem is, Clone has a teammate in that 5 car. Yeah, Beast is not going to be able to complete the pass. He is going to try to stay on the outside to get the momentum coming out of 4. Whew, a lot of stuff happening here. In a lead pack of only 5 cars, that was a lot happening in these first few laps. Now, I'm not really sure what the pit window is at the moment, but I want to say a safe estimate is about 5 to 7 laps on a tank of fuel. Tires, you don't have to worry too much about them, although I think tire wear might go about maybe 10 to 15 laps on a set. So really, to finish one stage, you might need to come for fuel once or twice, and then maybe a set of tires. Again, lap 6. Right here, these Haas boys, they are not. What the heck happened to... Frank might have gotten reset because he is way back there. I'm not sure what happened. I was just noticing all of a sudden the lead pack was down to 4 cars instead of 5. I'm like, wait, where's the 5th one? So we have a rule here with cautions where if 2 different resets happen, that can cause a yellow, and it can be the same driver. So if Frankie or anybody else gets a track reset, that will bring out a yellow flag. Going off into turn 3, the Haas boys are starting to run away with this. Beast is just making it 3 as a crowd. Beast is going to try to go to the outside and make something happen, but obviously Swan's going to get right back up to the 3 cars bumper. Tell you what, man, cloning that good wrench 3 car, he's really showing the speed early here tonight. Ooh, Beast got under the 5 car, and this time he is not going to save it, spinning around. That will be our first yellow flag of this race. He was looking, the gap was there, but then it quickly closed up. Oof, that almost collected Pudge too, but luckily Pudge ducked to the outside and he got around it. I can hear these cars lifting as... Look at here, the leaders are coming out of turn 4, and Frankie just came out of turn 2. So that's how much these cars just spread apart. So again, I'll go over the live stream schedule for tonight. As my TV's glitching actually on me, hold on. Yeah, so for the live stream, we're gonna have this race now. After this, we're gonna have the the Longhorn 150 at Daytona Road Course, and then tomorrow we're gonna have the FES race, which is the Discount Tire 250 at the Daytona Road Course. That one's gonna be wild because the FES cars, we have not really seen them race on a road course yet, so that should be fun. And then Monday, Fabi's gonna come in as the Daytona 500 winner, and he's going to see if he can go back-to-back and also win the Daytona Road Course race, because that is going to be the Goodyear 250. So yeah, we have 4 races slated for this weekend, so hopefully y'all are ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy some NFRL racing. And once again, I really appreciate all the people that watch our streams, watch our videos, and I don't know, no guarantees, but I might have some other racing videos coming out on the channel that aren't live, but they'll still be races from the past. And now this will be the first pit road cycle under yellow. And yeah, quite literally everybody's coming in. And look at the fuel there. So those numbers are the percentage of fuel remaining, as Van Gogh is really dry at the lowest percentage while Swan is the best. Yikes. As you can see here, never mind. I was going to say nobody was going to take tires, but no, quite a few people took tires. Swan's going to win the race off of pit road, as Clone did not take a full tank. He's a little bit below full. That could come into play later in the race. Then we got, wow, everybody. That huge pack in the back is all coming out really close to one another. And again, if you look at the record book, Stuart Haas has the most wins at Daytona. I think it's not even close, actually, because the 14 team won the Daytona opener in seasons 1 and 2. Then I think in season 2, Clone won the Daytona mid-season race, and then Swan won the championship. The only race I'm not remembering is the Daytona, the second Daytona race in season 1, if we had one. But either way, that right there, Haas has 4 wins at this track, and we've only run a total of 5 races here. So again, Haas is definitely one of the best restrictor plate teams. As I come out of turn 4, we're getting ready for the restart, as Down East is going to go from near the back to all the way to the front row. Stuart Haas is on the bottom. Then you got a mess of teams up in the top. Well, no, you got Colleague and then the entire RFK. Green flag is out. What a push from that 48 car to Down East, trying to push him up to the lead. If he can get there, he might try to dive in front of the 5. He is clear. He's going to go to the lead. And again, with Down East, not sure how much he's going to race this series. If he can come out here and get a stage win, or just get an overall good result from any of these races we're running tonight, that might convince him to stay here and race in the long term. Just about perfectly single file going off into turn 3. Swan's looking a little high. Pudge is almost into the wall. 48 cars really loose. He's going to go up into the wall. Van Gogh's going to go by. He's going to fall way off pace. That's basically going to take him out of contention. Now he has to hope for a yellow to come out. And once again, the top 5. If you're... Oh! Swan's going to spin, and Clone is too. The Haas cars just wrecked together. That was violent looking. And the 48's wrecking too. There are 3 cars involved in this, and that will be another yellow flag. That looks really gnarly, as the 5 car is going to get reset. That looked like... I'm not sure if somebody got under Swan or Swan got under somebody, but either way, 5 car got sideways, he clipped up into the 3 car, they wrecked together, and then Frankie just could not find his way through the wreck. I guess you can say that team with the 5 team has a lot more budget now that they are champions. Let's see if what happens. They might open pit road this time. Nobody's coming. Okay, I guess they're going to open it next time if anybody even needs it. And we did do one good thing about these races tonight. Since we're doing 2 races, 2 stages each, we did lessen the lap count a little bit. So this stage is 20 laps. We have an extra lap in there for the pace lap, obviously. Second stage is going to be 25 laps, and obviously the winner of that stage wins the race. And then at Daytona Road Course, we have 12 laps, followed by 15. So relatively short races, but with there being 2 races, it's going to be a long night of racing. You see Swan back there. He is just crippling along, just crawling back up to the line. We're under yellow here. We're going to take an inside car view of the 3 car here. Again, we'll show more cameras whenever they're racing full steam, but we can always cycle through these cameras just to give you all a different perspective. And again, back on GT Sport, the replays were a lot... They didn't show much. Like, it wasn't full screen. It was basically widescreen. They didn't have a camera like this that was just pivoting in the middle of a car. So yeah, GT7 added a lot of new things that I love for race replays. We're gonna watch the inside cam here as pit road opens. The 6 car is gonna stay out, and there's a few cars staying out actually. Okay. I'm not sure if I'll say Down East was leading. Beast just hammered into the gas right there for no reason. Alright, Down East and Beast, they're feeling confident. They think they can possibly make it to the end on their tank of gas, which... good fuel mileage. Again, I think the pit window for a tank of gas is about 7 to 9 laps in that neighborhood, so I don't know about this. And just remember, the 6, the 2, and the 48, they're all running... if not the same equipment and setup, they're running very similar stuff, so I don't know, maybe somebody told Frankie that he might be able to make it, so he's going to take that risk. And again, with this series, we do have the playoffs, so if you win a stage, you can get playoff points, and if you win the race, you get playoff points. And with this unique point system, if you win a stage, you get 2 playoff points, and second place in a stage gets 1 playoff point. And then for the final stage, the race winner will get 5 playoff points, second place gets 2, and third place gets 1. So always a lot of points up for grabs. That's why the racers have to stay in it the entire race, because those points could prove to be very valuable when the playoffs start. And here we go. They're all formed back up, coming to the start-finish line. Haas is in the dead back of this pack, which is not normal to see. Green flag is out. Frank tried to give the 2-car a push. It didn't really work as the 16 car had a great restart. Now Pudge is getting the help he needs. He might be able to get... nope, 16 rebounds on the inside there. Clone is staying glued to the 48 car's bumper, trying to get something to work. On the inside line, you have 3 different teams. You got Haas, Colleague, and RFK. And then, oh, what a push by the 3. They're going to try to get in line. I wasn't sure if Pudge was safe there. I don't think he thought he was either. 48 car, man, he's just drifting up the track. He's trying to keep that car down as low as he can. Okay, there's something wrong with this 5 car. He keeps jittering back. This game definitely has a few problems with latency and lag, but the 5 car usually never does that. Going off into turn 1, Down East is going to continue leading this. And actually, if you watched the races last week, Down East raced pretty decently in the Cup Series. He actually won Stage 2. He had to pack it up and leave early, so he couldn't contend for the race win, but he actually showed speed. Oh man, Beast is trying. He's thinking about what he could do. And right now, it's 3 different cars, 3 different teams, so... I don't know. You might get help eventually, you might not. And there is a caution, as we do have cars spinning in the back. Van Gogh's going to get spun into pit road as Pudge is going to save his car. As I mentioned in the last race, sometimes when I'm focused on the leaders, I don't notice wrecks happening in the back of the pack, and I looked up and saw spinning arrows on the track display. See, it looked like Van Gogh, he just came through, he didn't get anything in the pit road. So Pudge and Van Gogh got into each other, or something happened back there. Looks like everything is fine. Now, is pit road going to open this time? And if it does, who's coming? Because it's going to be close. That move looked like, yeah, that's choose cone. So yeah, there will be no pit road, and we are going to go green this time. Again, Pudge and Van Gogh are a little bit late getting up to the line, but and get up here. Wow, Pudge chose inside. I'm shocked he didn't go outside with the 48 car. Alright, here we go. This stage is quickly coming to an end with 4 laps to go. To the start-finish line. Green flag is out. Outside line did not go whatsoever. Yeah, Clone and Swan are going to fall to the back. They're going to go to at least 4th, I believe. Clone might be able to squeeze in front of the 42, but he is going to try to stay high with his teammate. And now these 3 cars, once again, are in the top 3, but Swan has worked his way back up to 4th, so now Clone should get some help. And off into turn 3. So one of these guys should win the stage unless they all end up wrecking each other. Now off in turn 4, Clone's going to go high. Is Swan going to go with him? Looks like Swan's actually going to stay low for now. Oh, and Clone almost clipped the 6 car. That was close. The Haas cars get together, and Clone is going to get spun out by the 5. Caution is out. That's a huge wreck with contact from the 2 car. Pudge keeps it straight. Clone is the only one involved. That is a caution. And per NFRL rules, they will have to go green this time if they want to finish under green. Alright, he's getting it going. He's fine. And yeah, they're going to slow the cars down because, again, per rules, must have at least 2 green flag laps left to go green, or else the stage would end under caution. So they're going to let Clone collect himself. And they're going to stay in race order, and then they are going to form up and go green this time. So when they go green, if a caution comes out, that will end the stage. But if they make it to the white, they should be able to make it to the checkered. We have a loose rule with cautions when it comes to the last lap. If there's a wreck on the last lap, usually we don't throw a yellow, we just let the guys race it out. But if a wreck happens where a mass majority of cars get taken out, we might consider throwing it. Alright, this is a big moment here as Haas is all alone in the outside line. Clone's a little bit beaten up after that wreck. He's going to try to see if he can push Swan up to the lead, because this is the final dash here. Because if Clone doesn't get a good enough start, the inside line is just going to pull away. But then Downey's better watch his back, because he has 3 RFK cars lined up behind him. Green flag is out, 2 laps to go. Oh yeah, inside line prevailed easily on that restart. Beast getting a huge shot from the 2. Oh, they're getting dicey. Punch to the inside, under the yellow. Out of turn 2. I mean, RFK can practically freight train around the 16. They just have to choose when they do it. And there goes the 6. There goes the 2. There goes the 48. There goes the entire RFK organization to the outside. Beast is going to go to the lead. Oh, Pudge almost went to the graveyard. He's going to go up into the wall. Swan's going to go low. And here we go, coming to the white flag. Pudge falls off pace. 1 lap to go for stage 1. RFK in the top 2 spots. Now they have to defend against the Haas guys. As Beast is going to get spun from the lead. He does save it. And now Swan's going to go to the lead with Frank on the inside of him. Tour, oh my gosh, they're door to door for the lead coming out of turn 2. There are cars spinning and wrecking in the back. At least 2 are around. We stay green. Half a lap to go for stage 1. Frankie and Swan. The now series champion versus a new rookie on RFK. Out of turn 4, can Frankie get there? I don't think so. That 5 car is pulling away, and Swan is going to win stage 1. The Oshkosh Series champion from last season is going to win the first stage of this season. And with that, Down East fell all the way to dead last. I don't know what happened with that camera angle when we were watching the leaders. It showed Pudge was deep in the grass going off into turns 1 and 2. Looks like he's fine. But how about Swan in that 5 car, man? I do believe that's the same paint scheme, or a similar paint scheme that he won the championship with. Coca-Cola staying on board with that team. And again, that was just stage 1. And as we mentioned, 850 horsepower in these monsters. Very lethal to drive, very loose. You definitely have to have a sane state of mind to drive these suckers, and that was a pretty good stage 1. Alright, as usual, I'm going to take a short little intermission here while we wait for these guys to take their little break. And again, after each stage, we always have a break for the drivers, usually about 5 or 10 minutes, just to get a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever they have to do, and then we get back to racing. So yeah, this is the NFRL NASCAR Fantasy Racing League, and we will be right back.